Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal Plenty for Duty giving you my weekly comic review for March 15th, 2023. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me today for this wonderful, it's a rainy day out there, for my weekly comic book review. For those of you that are new to the channel, what I do is I pick a selection of comic books, not all of them, because there's only so many dollars and so much time, and I review them with a very short review of my opinions, as well as comparing it to what I'm seeing on a website here and what their norm is, and I give it a score of 0 through 10. 7 being average, so it's like a 70%. So school type of grades there. A 10 meaning an absolutely must have. Actually, 8s are usually really quite good, so you're going to find more in the 7 range than anything, which henceforth that means average. I give you my top 3 and my bottom 3 in the middle, and a little synopsis. So let's dive right in there. The channel, the website I'm using is leagueofcomicgeeks.com to compare and give some information from. Okay, so my first issue I'm going to go with in the middle is none other. I'm going to get my, oh, by the way, you're going to hear notes rattling and some clicks. That's me with my information, so I don't make mistakes. My notes, because I'm old and I need notes. So the first one is Batgirls Number 16. It says, everyone's mad here. The Batgirls fell down a rabbit hole of mischief and wonder in their journey to find out who sent Clue Master to kidnap his own daughter, Steph. But first, there's a bottle that says drink me, and it should be perfectly safe to drink, right? Even if it looks like it's been laced with Langstrom serum. Well, here we go. It's an interesting cover picture. This is by Becky Cloolan. Sorry, Becky, I mispronounced your name. Writer Michael Conrad, as well, and artist Neil Googe, G-O-O-G. I'm terrible with names. Everybody that knows me knows that. Well, so anyway, my thoughts on this particular issue, which, by the way, might not be the same as yours. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I gave this issue a 7.01. The League of Comics Geeks gave it a 3.9 average rating, which makes sense. It's right around average, and that was out of 37 people. Steph goes batty in this issue. Yes, pun intended. I enjoy the Batgirls friendship, though I hope they don't pull what DC's crap has been doing as well as Marvel and having to change everything. You know, two girls can't have a relationship that's just platonic, right? Let's keep these characters like they should be. Let's not do another Tim Drake Robin screw job there. The art is getting better. I don't know why I have to say it, but it is better than what it started as. It's still not great though. Once again, 7.01, not a terrible issue. All right, my next one in the middle. Click, hit my pen here to mark off. Oh, I already had one pen die on me today, and guess what? I just got my second pen dying on me today. Good thing I always have a thing of pens here. I gotta grab my pen. Yes, I'm making all kinds of noise in my video here. There we go. Not any luck with my pens today. 2 dead already. Okay, sorry about that for the delay. My next one, are you ready? This one has been a series that's been up and down, in my opinion, all over the place, and that's Hulk issue number 13. Once again, Hulk issue number 13. The cover is pretty interesting, let me give you a little synopsis here. Hulk Planet Part 5. After so much time suppressed deep within the Hulk's mind, Titan has emerged, and he's looking for a fight. And as Bruce unravels the true source, the true identity of Titan, he knows destruction is the only option, so the Mind Palace must come down. But Bruce will need the help of some trusted friends to do it. The creators is Ryan Ottley. He also did the artwork. I have not been enjoying this series at all, so keep that in mind. But you know what? This one I didn't think was bad. The art was pretty good. I actually liked this issue. I tend to like these mental issues. We're dealing Hulk in his mental battle. And this, in my opinion, is probably the best issue of this run so far. I gave it a 7.3. Now, on the League of Comic Geeks, they said 34 out of 40 people liked it. It was the 3.7 rating, which once again, that falls right around my numbers. All right, let's hit the next one in the middle. Hopefully I don't have any more pen issues that hold me, that get in the way there. My next one is Captain Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel, issue number 47. Revenge of the Brood, Part 5. Overwhelmed and trapped in Brood's backyard, Captain Marvel and her team are forced, by the way, it's not her team, it's just a team up. Captain Marvel and her team are forced to sacrifice one of their own. Now, just who sacrifices himself? None other than Captain Marvel, which, I think is pretty fitting for the character. It's a good story. The art is okay in this issue, and I think it's a nice team-up story. I gave it a 7.1. The League of Comic Geeks found that 22 out of 23 people liked it with an average rating of 3.8. So once again, I'm falling pretty much right in line. So this is an interesting one because I don't always agree with everybody. All right, my next one in the middle. This one's a series that actually surprised me because I didn't expect it to be quite as good as it is. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever, but I've been enjoying it more than I expected. And that is Gold Goblin issue number 5. Norman's big play as superhero is here. Can he stay a hero in his return? Or is he going to return to the Green Goblin? One of the things I would probably like to I do want him to return to the Green Goblin. He is a great villain, but I will say this has been an interesting mini series of 5 issues. 35 out of 41 people liked it, giving a 3.9 average rating, where I gave it a 7.02. The writer's Christopher Cantwell and the art was Lan Medina. Sorry if I once again mispronounce these. It was a 5-issue series. It might make a good trade. What I really do like is how it had a better ending than what I expected. I honestly did not expect a good ending for this. I thought they'd fail. A lot of times some of these tend to fail to stick the landing, if you will. They give that good ending in. But this one, I really liked it. I thought they did a good one. And my last one for the middle before I get to the bottom and the top. This one, I will say I was a little bit let down. I was hoping for better, and that was Secret Invasion issue number 5. Once again, that's Secret Invasion issue number 5 out of a 5. I gave it a 7.03. The Skrulls have tightened their envious grasp on the world as their plan creeps forward in its ultimate culmination. And with Maria Hill, Nick Fury, and Tony Stark off the board, all seems lost. The Skrulls have the nuclear codes. They've got people in positions of power. But for once, they don't have the element of surprise. Twists, turns, shocking reveals, and a conclusion you won't want to miss, so it says. The invasion is going out with a bang. Ryan North was the writer-artist is Francesco Mobile. On the League of Comic Geeks, 33 out of 37 people liked it, giving it a 3.8 average rating, whereas I gave it a 7.03. I thought the art was okay. The story was okay. I actually liked most of it, but the ending on this one was a bit anticlimactic. That's where I lost it for me. I thought this one failed to stick to landing, like I was just talking about earlier. A lot of potential, but it just sort of missed the mark. All right, now time to move on to the next. But before I do, I want to say thank you to these people here. Without these people, this would not be possible. These people continue to support this channel. And without their support, honestly, I would not be able to do this. So I consider these people like producers of the show. If you want to help out this channel too, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that fun stuff. But also we have a Patreon subscribe star where you can join for as little as $1 a month. You're going to get special videos just for you, games. We're going to do comic books. We do music, product reviews. And then I even give you background tracks. You'll have a special links to where you can get background tracks to use for your videos or just listen to if you like. And wherever there, I also offer special deals on things to help people out too as well, where I can give you significant discounts on some things like guitar gear, audio interface speakers, things like that, all there to help you as a thank you. So once again, thank these people. They are amazing. All right, that said, let's go to my bottom picks, the bottom 3 of what I read this week. And my number 3 on the bottom, oh boy, are we ready for this one? Yeah, I know. Is Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods number 1. Once again, that's Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods number 1. I gave it a 7 out of 10. So yes, I know it's at the bottom, but it's only received a 7 out of 10. It's issue 1 of 4. And you know what? Maybe I'm not exactly out of the place here, because 57 out of 65 people liked it. On the League of Comic Geeks, 3.6 average. Okay, so once again, we're still not at the super high heights there. After the events of Lazarus Planet, the gods of the multiverse have decided to take down the heroes they once called champions and the world they've sworn to protect. For years, the gods sat idle atop their mountains, and their legends faded into obscurity along with their bodies. Now it's their time to remind the selfish mortals of their existence and take back the world with something more powerful than belief: fear. Only the brave heroes Wonder Woman and Shazam stand in their way, but will their combined powers be enough? Well, I'll tell you, the whole reason I got this issue was because Shazam was on the cover. I wanted some more Shazam. I like Shazam. I like to see him in more issues. Unfortunately, the writer is G. Willow Wilson, and the writer is Becky Cloonan. And another writer, by the way, is Michael Conrad. So 3 writers there. Okay, 3 writers. Writer Becky, Michael, and G. Willow Wilson. The penciler is Alita Martinez. Sorry if I butchered your name. Now, I only gave this a 7. The main story of this book is decent story building. That's about as far as I get. The art is decent. No, we have 3 writers for this thing, and we only get decent? Come on now. Here's the thing, though. The secondary story really is only useful at the last page. All the rest of it is skippable and not really adding anything in the 40 pages of content for this $5 issue. But here's the thing. The cover is very misleading. And maybe this is why I hit it a little bit harder, is it has Shazam on the cover, but you don't get Shazam in the book. I'm sorry. Don't mislead us readers like that. I don't like that. I hate when comic books do that. Once again, a 7 out of 10. Now my number 2 of the bottom as we continue to go up the crap hill. Oh boy. You know, I've been wanting this to be good. I really have, but I just can't seem to get into it. I don't even care for the cover very much. That's Avengers Number. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say it right. Avengers Forever. Got to make sure I get the title right. Avengers Forever number 15. Let me get to my notes. I gave this a 6.9. Now, the League of Comic Geeks, 25 out of 29 liked it, giving it a 3.7 rating. So they gave it a better rating than what I did. The greatest battle in history of the multiverse is raging, which is probably why I give it a low score, featuring Avengers throughout time and space, countless different versions of Captain America and Iron Man and the God of Thunder, yet somehow it all comes down to one Star Brand and one Ghost Rider, who unfortunately are the only Avengers whose powers don't seem to be working. The writer is Jason Aaron. Artist for the cover is Aaron Cooter, as well as, I guess he's just artist for the cover and that. Yeah. Cover matches the interior art, so he did art for a whole thing. So anyway, my thoughts about this, it was decent art. That's all I can say about that. It's a decent issue. The problem is, once again, this story lacks any heart. They have made so many copies of the characters that they lose their impact. They lose what makes them special. I'm not a fan of multiverse. They dilute the characters by saying, oh, there's a zillion of this character now. Very few comic book stories can pull this off. Or, for example, Green Lantern. It's because it's like a police force, intergalactic police force. It makes sense that there's a lot of them, and each character adds something special. The Flash family, you might go, well, look at the Flash family. They're different. Sure, they're all speedsters, but they are all different, and each one adds something special. But here we just have multiple copies of every character. Yes, they're different, they're variants, but we've got very little time knowing them. And we really don't care to know them. So if they die, who cares? And they've done so much multiverse stuff. Does it really have any impact anymore? I don't think so. Personally, I cannot wait for Jason Aaron to be done. And he almost is. He's almost done with the Avengers. And I hope that we maybe get more to a core group of Avengers. Quit diluting the pool. You know, I don't mind a diverse character set of Avengers. But let's not have a multiverse 1,000 teams, because now you think about it, anything we go back to, well, there's all these other multiverses anyway, and it's also an easy out for any trick bait and switch stories they want to give us. I just don't care for this. It lacks heart, it lacks oomph, and it lacks impact. I really want a new Avengers team. Once again, 6.9. What are your thoughts on this issue? I would really like to know. What are your thoughts on Jason Aaron's run on this as well? Now, this next one, boy, I'm going to sound like a broken record here. Okay, I can't help it because I've noticed this is a trend. We're seeing it in DC, we're seeing it in Marvel, and we're seeing it in other things like Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, number 2, where I gave it a 6.8. This was my number 1, bottom of the barrel. It was not good in my opinion. Tim Seeley is the writer. The artist is Eddie Nunez. And there's also a variant cover artist, Victor Santos. In the depths of Castle Grayskull, the sorceress attempts to save He-Man from Zodak, get him right, with more tales of his influence across the universe. In the world where champions have fallen, a hard-bitten Duncan and his partner, Evil Lynn, take on the strange kidnapping case in Man-at-Arms for Hire. And in the Harmony at Sea, Adam, commander of the King's Army, and the captured thief, Jitsu, the guy with the big karate kind of hand, search for the power to conquer Eternia. Now, I don't have any additional information for people's views on this, on this League of Comic Geeks website, which makes me think it's not probably selling well, so they don't have that information. I could be wrong there, but maybe they felt like I did. 6.8. This is another one of those deals where we get multiverse. Masters of the Universe should have a ton of stories they can still tell. This property has not been used a whole lot in a lot of years. Yes, I know we have a Netflix show and this and that, but still really they have a lot of tales they could tell with a very rich, diverse, large cast of characters. Why are we dipping into the multiverse baloney with this series? Why are we doing that? It diluted it for me. I want some traditional He-Man in the characters, but once again, we can't seem to get that because everyone is multiverse crazy right now, and it's oversaturated, it's overused, and it's overplayed. Yes, I know, just like me saying it again for the 100th time. So now let's get to we can get past those bad ones. Let's get to the top 3. Yeah, the top 3. All right, my number 3, Justice Society of America number 3. Yeah, Justice Society of America. We're going old school style with this one here. And the New Golden Age, Chapter 3, Wartime. Huntress' journey to save the Justice Society of America lands her smack dab in the middle of the 1940s at the birth of the team. Can Huntress and the present-day JSA work together long enough to figure out how to stop the strike on the 40s team? Writer Jeff Johns, artist Jerry Ordway. I will say on the League of Comic Geeks, 92 out of 95 liked it, giving it a 4 average rating, which makes sense, lines up with my thoughts because I gave it a 7.5. Yeah, good story. Yeah, I'm enjoying this story. I enjoy when we get some other characters that maybe aren't used as much too, like Stargirl. I really enjoy the Stargirl character. It's a good issue, solid art too. It's just really nice to see this cast of characters. Good characterization as well as an interesting story. This is a series that if you have not been getting, I think you should check it out. I think you might be missing something here. Of course, you could wait for the trade. I get it if that's the way you want to go. But otherwise, this is a good one. I don't think you want to continue to miss. Now, my next one may be a little bit surprising here. Yeah, you might not have seen this coming because this is a series that's sort of been all over the map for me. So one week it might be in the bottom 3. Now it might be in the middle of the next. And this week it's in the top 3 with my number 2 pick. Yeah, good job on this one. And that's Captain America, Symbol of Truth, issue number 11. Writer Toki. Sorry, dude, I butchered your name. No offense, I just can't say it. The artist is R.B. Sylvia. And anyway, it's part 6 of the Pax Mohammed series here, which once again, I butchered that too. I just can't speak. I need to drink more of my coffee. Captain America vs. White Wolf. With Falcon incapacitated, Sam Williams has vowed to make the White Wolf pay by any means necessary. White Wolf still has a few tricks up his sleeve, but will they be enough to survive Captain America's rage? And by the way, we do get some Sam rage here. I gave this a 7.6. You ready for this? The League of Comic Geeks said 34 out of 34 liked it with a 4.3 rating. Really good. So I see, once again, we're following around the same score area here, so it makes me feel good. I think it's good art. It was a good action-packed issue. And you know what I did like to is a reminder in this to Sam about what Captain America actually represents. I thought that was a nice thing, because here's the thing, for people that don't know the Falcon, Sam, as well as they should, I'm calling the Falcon anyway, who cares, because that's what he is. Sam's a hothead. He is. Captain America's a bit of a hot. Steve Rogers is a bit of a hothead too, but Sam's always been a hothead. If you read the Captain America issues that he's always been in, he's been a hothead, and he's a hothead here. It fits his character, and I like that how they can compare him to the original Captain America and what the Captain America ideal stands for. Bravo on this issue. Good job. Once again, 7.6. I like that one. This one might be one you want to check out. And my number one. This one might be starting to become more obvious with the way what I like and what I don't like, and that's the Avengers War Across Time. Once again, Avengers War Across Time, my number one. Now, this is chapter 3 out of that storyline. The King of the Dwarves has Mjolnir. The lava men are ready to erupt, and while the Avengers are all that stands between Earth and a fiery doom, Kang is picking his perfect moment to strike once again. Writer Paul Levitz, artist Alan Davis. And I will say I greatly enjoyed this issue on League of Comics Geeks there. 18 out of 19 liked it with a 4.1 average. Once again, lining up well with me because I gave it a high score as well. I gave it a 7.8. Once again, another good issue. This is a good nod as well to longtime Avenger fans. So people like me that have read the whole entire Avengers run, know the history. There's a lot of nods in this series to you. If you're not into that and don't have that, a lot of this is probably going to go over your head. Even with that said, it's solid art and good characterization for these characters. I wish current writers would write more characters in proper characterization rather than manipulating and changing them to fit a story that they want to tell. Instead, create the story you want to tell, but use the characters properly. Make them represent what they are and how they would deal with those. This has been a solid series, and if you haven't been getting it, I think you're really missing out. So once again, Avengers War Across Time number 3. So make sure you get that. What was that bird flying across? No, I was just maybe throwing in some noises to have a little fun. Well, there you are. There's my views, my thoughts. But what are yours? Yours can be different than mine, and that's okay. If we all share our views, I might even ask you, hey, why do you feel that way? I want to mention this. Not too long ago, I had a writer that had a complete agreement with me with one of the issues. And usually when I get that, I'm told how I'm an a-hole or whatever it is, some way to degrade me, rather than actually discussing that issue. And I asked them questions about it, and they gave me their viewpoints, and they were very articulate and nice in how they shared them, allowing us to realize, yes, we can have greatly different opinions on things, and yet we can still be civil and enjoy this hobby. Well, there you go, everybody. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate all of you. You have a blessed day, and until next time, everybody, I think you know what's coming up, don't you? Here